たようだぞ。この引きなら朝は1匹で足りるだろうな。頑張り
I do want to give a shout out to NCD088. Thank you for providing the link. Thank you for, I think we've all been, if you're a Tenchi Muyo fan, we've been all looking forward to this new Tenchi Muyo OVA. It's set in this first OVA. In this review, it's really going off what's the imagery, the actions of the characters. I don't know what they're saying, but you kind of get the picture of what's going on in here. So I'm going to try my best to kind of review it, even though it's not going to be a legitimate review because there's no subtitles. So first off the bat, I want to say, if you saw watching these clips, the animation, a couple of people have been complaining about the animation and how it looks. I think the animation looks beautiful. I think Tenchi Muyo in the modern day animation looks gorgeous. It fits this kind of series. I really like the looks of the characters. Of course, my girl Ryoko, Ayeka, everybody's the same. They have the same designs as back in the old days, the 90s. But the just cleaner, crisper animation really does this series justice, and it makes way for the new kind of era of Tenchi Muyo series. However, the characters, already watching the first episode, they bring so much characters in here. I mean, Lady Tokumi, I believe her name is Lady Tokumi, is now a chibi. There is so many characters. I mean, this is a harem, that's fine, but there is way too many characters, especially in this first episode. We don't get enough time with the main cast. Even if I don't understand them, it just sucks that I don't see the main cast like it used to be. I think Ryoko needs more screen time. I think Ayeka needs more screen time. I think Sasami needs more screen time. I think Mihoshi definitely needs some screen time. One of the best characters in here is Washu. She needs more screen time, but they're really they're trying to balance. It's a balancing act. They have all these different characters especially from GXP as well. You had Tenchi's dad and his new wife. You have Tenchi's sister is involved in here. He has a sister. There's just way too much going on. Now, the gist of this episode, in what I believe, watching the whole thing, was that somebody from Tenchi's family, because we see his dad come back with his new wife, but it's either Tenchi, I believe it's Tenchi's sister that finally meets Tenchi, or it's a relative of Tenchi for sure. At one point I thought, is it his mom? Did they fake his mom's death? And that might be the case as well. I don't know what's going on. Of course, his mom had a different look, but this woman that's appearing, and she looks just like Tenchi's grandfather's mother, but Tenchi's grandfather's mother does appear in one of the clips. Now, what's crazy is that it might be her daughter. It's definitely a relative of Tenchi, because when she does touch down and Tenchi and her do meet, they kind of like Ryoko and Ayeka, instead of just being like about to go at her when she's touching Tenchi, Ryoko and Ayeka just kind of sit back and kind of relax and like, it's fine. So this character is much importance of Tenchi and his father, because you could tell by the actions and the way that everything's going on, the interaction between everybody, that this character is definitely important. I'm just saying, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what they're saying, but it really just feels that way. Ryoko and Ayeka don't fight as much. I mean, this is only the first episode, but they're not bickering, they're not fighting. You could tell by their actions. You could tell by the way they talk to each other. Ayeka even gives her a pillow for Ryoko. So it's really nice. It's good to see Ayeka and Ryoko kind of getting along. I thought they should have moved. It kind of reminds me of Tenchi Muyo in Love 2, where Ayeka kind of understood that Ryoko is a big part in Tenchi's life. So that's the problem here, is I want to see more. These characters I feel like their storylines were kind of just washed away to make room for these other girls that are in love with Tenchi. And remember, Tenchi is technically engaged. I can't remember her name, but it's a short-haired girl. It's great, though, that it is 25 minutes. So it's not like Tenchi Muyo, where it was always like, 5 minutes an episode or 10 minutes an episode. This is a 25-minute episode. I don't know when it's released, but 25 minutes, good, great. Really like it. I don't even know if there's any more after this. It's very confusing on what's going on here. Was this a bonus episode? Things that I've been reading on the internet. I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know what's going on. Why is it not sub? Don't know either.
Kawaii というのはちょっと決めた。清音ちゃんの自慢の息子を今日は独り占めにしちゃおう。付き合ってくれるわよね。
What interests me was the finale, or the final last couple minutes of this episode, and that was when they were reflecting, I think, back to Tenchi's mom and how she got injured. I don't know what that whole thing was about, but what was interesting was she goes up, she touches Tenchi's face, Tenchi blushes, and then she kind of steps back, and then she says something snarky or says something where Tenchi's like, what? It's either, when are you gonna get married, Tenchi? Are you gonna marry me, Tenchi? Something like that. Something to do with the Tenchi and his love life. I'm all for new Tenchi material, but I'm really kind of disappointed that it's still a cluttered mess, and that's what turned me off from Tenchi Muyo Ryoki and the continuation of OVA 1. The second half, I believe, the continuation of OVA 1. So very disappointed in that, and then the fact that out of all these new characters, they still don't hold a candle to Kione and Tenchi universe. I think she's amazing. She was an excellent character. She was a well-balanced character. She played good counterpart to Mihoshi. So, I mean, I just don't understand why they don't bring in Kione when Kione was one of the best characters to come out of this universe. What I really look forward to is maybe some interaction and some moments with him and Ryoko. I think we were all invested in the series because we're invested in the original girls, Washu, Sasami, Mihoshi, Ayeka, and my girl Ryoko. So that's my review on the Raw episode of Tenchi Muyo Dai, or is it Ryoki Dai for Kai, whatever you want to call it. You guys could check it out. Here's the link down below. CD Xer 88. Thank you so much. I mean, I've been looking everywhere for this. I haven't found one that's sub, but thank you. And you guys have a good one. Subscribe, like, and all those good things. And